Hello, lovely people. So, in this lesson of Miyagi course, we will learn about the concept of Wisdomify. So, how to learn everything faster, and we will use ChatGPT for it. The word Wisdomify comes from Ivan Pagan, and he explains a very good concept that when we learn something, usually we do abstractions and we find the common patterns, and from the common patterns, we do abstractions. So the way it works usually is like the levels of abstraction or learning. The levels of learning is that first we have a data, and then we turn this data into information. We don't even think of data. We most of the time we do think of insights or the information which we gained from the data, and from that we transform it to knowledge, and from knowledge we transform it to understanding, and the final stage is wisdom. So when you recognize the patterns and you have the same similar patterns in multiple domains. By the way, the most abstract language is mathematics, because it cleared everything out from this and pure abstractions. So I wanted to ask you first, uh, to ask ChatGPT what is wisdom. So let's try this, okay? Because it's interesting that I say about this, but it might give me a different answer. So wisdom is the ability to apply knowledge and experience with insights, understanding, and good judgment to navigate life's complexities. It involves not just us accumulating information, but also discerning how to use that information effectively in various situations. So it has to be flexible and it has to be used. Wisdom often encompasses traits like empathy, humanity, self awareness, and the broader perspective of life. It's not just about knowing the facts or having intelligence. It's about using that knowledge wisely to make sound decisions and lead a fulfilling life. So apply the knowledge in if I want to make it very short. But the next session, or in this lesson, I want to teach you how to summarize things into one word, two word, three words. So it helps you to really test yourself if you are knowledgeable in this particular domain. For example, summarize video marketing in one word. Engagement. Okay. Now summarize video marketing in two words. Visual persuasion. Ah, very good. Now summarize video marketing in three words. Storytelling through video. That's interesting that every time it changes the perspective. Summarize video marketing in 10 to 20 words. 20 words. Utilizing compelling visuals and narratives to engage audiences, convey messages, and drive action, fostering brand awareness and customer connections. So, wow, it's very impressive. To summarize a topic in one word, two word, three word, 10 words, you will see that it changes the mindset also, but it also gives you the feedback to open your mindset and to think about the same topic which you might be an expert in a different way or different manner. So the next thing is I want to get his help to make me learning plan, create a plan to learn video marketing, and let's say the timeline is just a 1 day. So as soon as I change the timeline, it gives me a different answer based on uh, what I give it to it. So in the morning, research, identify goals, audience analysis. Afternoon, content, platform selection, storyboarding, and production planning. Evening, skill development, action plan, reflection, and relaxation. That's interesting, but I think it's not enough specific. Let's say what it tells me in a week. Create a plan to learn video marketing, focus on strategies, give a 1 week timeline. So, day one, foundations. Day two, content strategy. Day three, production essentials. Day four, platform and 5 is distribution. Assume I see it is not so specific because I prompted this way, so I choose that I prompted this as focus on strategies, please. So yes, the next prompt. I want to broaden up the timeline. So in this case, I give it an entire month and I ask a plan. So understanding video marketing and identify goals. Day one to three. 4 and 5 competitive analysis and competitive content strategy. So as you might see, the topics are is different, and also the plan is much wider depending on the timeline you give it to him. It gives a different answer. But I wanted to show you in this case what you focus on specifics. Oops, specifics. Okay, so let's say now I give it a prompt like create a plan to learn video marketing, focus on specifics, give a 1 year timeline. Wow, month 1 to 3, foundations week 1, week 3 and 4. So it's much more, it's not just strategy, it's not just conceptual things, but also specific. In this week, you have to learn this storyboarding, scripting, and equipment setup. So usually it works like months, 2 weeks in a block, but you can also change it to this. This is quite a huge block. So let's say I want it to be give 3 months timeline. I shortened the timeline to be honest, and yeah, it's much more believable, much more actionable to be honest. And this is an education goal setting, very important. So week by week, it's a much better plan than for a week, but it's up to you what you want to get out from this. So content creation and production for the next month. Month three is about promotion and optimization. So I think you see the value in it. So as soon as you change a strategy or how you plan to learn something, how to plan to conceptualize and build in the not just the knowledge but also the practices, it will give you an outline and a plan so you can use it, and also it helps you to build strategy and build um, abstractions from a separate from a certain topic. Sorry. So I think it's very useful when you want to open your mindset and not just think in your little world, but also gain ideas. I haven't thought of this. Promotion, for example, was not in my ideas. Or engagement, yes, community building. It's something I would totally forget without ChatGPT. So I'm very glad that I wrote it in. It's not always. It's not good to expect it to give you specific answers, but to give you ideas how you can open up your mind. So I think this is it for now, and thanks for watching the video, and hope you see you in the next video.